Boys and girls, welcome back. If you haven't seen the last video, this is basically continuation because I'm going to try and fit multiple videos into one ride. So yes, today I'm riding. I just finished making the video, which is more than likely the last video you made. It was talking about the earbuds. Today I am going to talk a little bit about something else, and that has to do with being a YouTuber, being a motovlogger. Obviously, as a YouTuber, there's a lot of things for us to consider, and there's a lot of things that we have to kind of take into consideration when we're making videos. And one of the biggest things about being a motovlogger is you still want to make the channel informative, but you still want to keep it fun. Now, one of the comments I've received, I haven't received this very often, but it pops up once in a while, and that is how I approach, obviously, my gestures, and how I approach my head movement. Now, obviously, I'm going to move my head, basically because, well, duh, I kind of have to look at where I'm going. But it does get some people, apparently, give them motion sickness. Now, my answer to this is very simple. If my videos are giving you motion sickness, I don't want you to be uncomfortable. You're more than welcome to unsubscribe and, you know, we part ways. That's fine. I'm sorry about it. But I am going to be moving my head, obviously. And I am the kind of person that gestures a lot. It's just, my hands always move. So, move. So that's just the way it is as a motovlogger. You know, it's one of the things. You're out on a bike, you're going to move your head. So yes, obviously I can do different things. I can do cinematic shots and so forth and so on. I can even change up my camera, but I don't want to. And the reason I don't want to is because I'm very content with what I have. In fact, it's one of the things that I look for as a YouTuber. As a YouTuber, you always look for something that is going to be easier for you. So let's say the camera setup, the audio setup, you know, you're always looking at what is the simplest way to do this. So for us as YouTubers, one of the hardest things to do is balance things out. Obviously, we can't please everybody, but when it comes down to it, oh my God, you know what? Last video I made today was the one with the earplugs. I'm starting to love these earplugs. So one of the things about as a YouTuber is I make multiple, obviously I have multiple channels, and with each channel, you know, I have different scenarios. Some of them are very vlog style, some of them are, you know, for the cars, some of them are obviously for this, blah, 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 blah. So with each channel, if I'm just sitting at home in my studio and I'm making vlogs, that's one thing. If I'm on the bike, it's another thing. If I'm just walking around, it's another thing. And I try and do things that make sense to me, something that speeds up the process of editing, speeds up the process of the whole thing, because ultimately what ends up happening is time is of the essence, right? Now, I love doing YouTube, and initially I was going to put all of my content on this channel. That was one of the biggest things that we wanted to do. We did try out some of the things, but obviously a lot of people who are on this channel, they really would love to see motorcycle related things. So we ended up having different channels, which actually turned out to be a good thing, because now I have channels that I don't necessarily tell everybody about. You know, I don't necessarily tell you guys as the motovlogging, as you know, for the motovlogging community, the people who watch this channel. A lot of you guys don't know about my other channels. I believe you guys know about my Selling Tesla channel. That's the one I've mentioned a few times, but we have multiple channels. Some more successful, some less successful, some newer, some older. But as a YouTuber, you have to take into consideration all the different things that you want to do, and you want to try and do the best you can to, one, create a video in the shortest amount of time and edit the video in the shortest amount of time. And that's kind of where it comes in play. The editing actually sometimes takes longer than the filming, and other times the filming is much more complex. But the more complex the filming is, the more complex the editing becomes. Sometimes. So as a YouTuber, we try and kind of find ways to balance things out. So as an example, I can go out right now, this particular video, you'll notice that I have a very, my talking right now has a continuity to it. So that basically means that from the time I start this video to the time I end this video, it's going to be one straight run. which means, you know, however long this video is, it's going to be from beginning to end, I'm more than likely not going to have to do any cuts. I don't have to edit anything specific out, which is a wonderful thing. For a YouTuber, that's actually a positive, because then that means we don't have to spend a lot of time cutting, stitching, and all that stuff. The second thing is my audio system. So I'm using a Cena 10C Pro, and as opposed to the GoPro. Now, the reason I use the Cena 10C Pro is because it's an all-in-one system. And what I mean by that is it's got a communicator in it, it's got a camera in it, it's got a microphone in it. So when I'm recording this particular video, or any video for that matter, on Cena, what happens is the sound gets recorded directly to the card rather than having a separate audio file and then having to worry about syncing. Now, is there a better option than a Cena 10C? Sure there is. You could always go with the GoPro. You can have an external mic. You could do a lot of different things. The options are limitless. However, it just creates a lot more work. So this way, this particular video, as an example, what's going to happen is by the time I end this video and I take it off the card, I download it to Final Cut Pro, which is actually what I use. And when I import this file, or multiple files, what's going to happen is it contains the video and the audio all in one file. I don't have to worry about syncing. And then that way, if I can make a video, let's say 10 minutes long, continuously giving you guys the information, and this is kind of hard for a lot of people, having the ability to continually talk for 10 minutes, having your thought process just kind of flow with the information. If you can do that, then you have a straight 10-minute video, so you're only editing the beginning, the end, you're adding in, let's say, the intro, the outro, and any additional information you might want to add to the video. So editing a 10-minute video becomes a 15-minute process, and then you're done. So if you can do that, then obviously as a YouTuber, you got it made. You are very, very lucky in that case. Now, as an example, today we made 7 videos, boys and girls. That was just today. We recorded 7 videos, uploaded 4. And that just kind of gives you an idea. If we make it extremely complex, that's never going to happen. Now, I have had previously videos where, it was a 2-3 hour recording, stitching everything together, editing the living daylights out of it, having the cinematic shots. The complexity was insane, but then for a 25, I believe that was like a 25-minute video, or a 20-minute video, it took like 3 hours to edit. So on top of the 2-hour filming, it took another 3 hours to edit, and so you're looking at a 5-hour process. It's unbelievable amount of time to spend on trying to do this. It's actually, the irony behind that is it doesn't even have a lot of views. That video, for some reason, very few people watched it. It could be something to do with my tags. I have to go back and revisit that video and see what I did wrong with it. The video turned out pretty okay. I wasn't totally, I wasn't totally impressed with the video, but I was not, upset with the video. I liked it. I got the point across. It was fun. But nevertheless, it still took way too much time to edit and way too much time to make. Today, like I said, we recorded 7 videos, edited 4, and uploaded 4. Actually, we edited 6 and uploaded 4. So realistically, that gave me a chance to kind of get everything rolling for the other channels. And as for how many videos we make a week, it's a lot. Now, we still do have, both of us have our full-time, day jobs. So we dedicate a lot of time to YouTube no matter what. That's just something, the way, we decided to do it. We take YouTube seriously. And some channels, they're doing okay. This channel is not doing bad, but some channels are more successful, some channels are less successful, and other channels are just there because we enjoy making content. And yeah, it's the way it works. Each genre, creates its own challenges. So, as a YouTuber, you have to balance things out. And as a motovlogger, I have to also balance things out. And, I don't want to, I'm not in a position where I can tell people, listen, like I see those kind of comments, like I said, where, well, I'm getting I can get like seasickness type of feeling from watching your video. Now, again, I have only seen that comment, out of the 4 years I've been doing this on this channel, I've seen that comment maybe 4 or 5 times. So it's not like it's overall a big deal, but if it bothers a subscriber, I want to do my best to kind of accommodate people. But this is just simply not enough people are bothered by this for me to really make some drastic changes. And the overwhelming number of you don't seem to have a problem with it. I don't know what to say. I'm obviously hoping that I don't want to lose subscribers, but I also don't want any of my subscribers to not feel good when they're watching my videos. That's, I think, the bottom line. All right, so with that said, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but I truly appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys know that both as a YouTuber and as a motovlogger, I take pride in what I do. I enjoy doing what I do, and I truly 100%, without a doubt, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate all the support you guys show to this channel and any other channels, because I do know some of you guys have found some of my other channels. So I always appreciate, obviously, everybody. It's you guys take the time out of your personal lives to watch my channel, and Mrs. K and I obviously truly appreciate it. We love you guys, And this channel has been doing ridiculously well over the last little bit. It's picked up quite a few subscribers and quite a few views. I noticed that on my analytics shows very, very good results. So yeah, I must be doing something right, but that's just the way it is. Again, thank you guys for everything. I hope you guys are all staying safe. With all that said, please ride safe, stay safe, and till next time, I'll catch you hopefully on the road. And by the way, for those of you guys who I have actually run into just recently, this has happened a few times now, where during this whole pandemic, I've run into you guys. I got recognized by a few of you. Oh, you're Mr. K. You must be KawaKouple. I love you guys. Thank you very much for coming up to me and saying hi. It's always a nice feeling when I get to meet the subscribers. I don't get a chance to meet all of you face to face. I wish I could. But yeah, so thank you. That's it. I'm gonna go home, take a shower, Netflix and chill. And Mrs. K is probably waiting for me. All right, bye-bye. See ya.